All right, let's talk about a technology that's quietly becoming the new operational backbone for thousands of businesses. Enterprise AI voice agents. Now, if you're thinking this is just about fancier automated calls, you are in for a huge surprise. We're talking about a whole new league here. So let me just start with a big question for you. What if 80% of your customer conversations, I'm talking everything from sales to support, could be resolved instantly? Just imagine that for a second. No queues, no hold music, no waiting for someone to escalate your call, just immediate, complete resolution.
And look, this isn't just some fantasy scenario. The answer to that question is worth, according to McKinsey, up to $4.4 trillion in annual business value. We are not talking about a minor software upgrade. This is a fundamental economic shift.
So why is this all happening right now with so much force? Well, it all comes down to this fundamental disconnect, something we're going to call the customer experience gap.
This really nails the core problem. On one side, you've got us, the modern customer. We expect everything to be instant, 24/7, and personalized for us. But on the other side, you have the traditional business reality, which is stuck with 9 to 5 hours and a model that basically says, if we get more calls, we have to hire more people. That gap between what we expect and what they can deliver, is where all the frustration, all the friction, and ultimately all the lost revenue gets created.
And you know, this old way of doing things isn't just inefficient, it is incredibly expensive. Think about this. Every single time a customer gets in touch, it costs a business between $5 and $12. Now multiply that by thousands, or even millions of interactions. It's just an unsustainable model that bleeds cash while delivering a slow and inconsistent experience for everyone.
So, okay, if the old way is broken, what's the solution? This is exactly where AI voice agents step into the picture. And I have to be really clear here. This is not just a better version of that press one for sales system we all hate. This is something fundamentally different.
Here's the key thing to get. An AI voice agent doesn't just talk, it acts. It understands what you're trying to do. It connects directly into a company's back-end systems, and it actually executes a task on its own, all within a single, natural conversation.
This slide makes the difference totally clear. A traditional assistant, it gives you information. Think of asking your phone for the weather. But an enterprise AI agent, it manages an entire workflow. It can access the CRM, it can make decisions based on business rules, and it can complete a task from start to finish. It's an operational part of the business, not just an information source.
And this isn't some far-off future we're talking about. The experts at Gartner have actually put a date on it. By 2029, they predict 80% of common service issues will be resolved entirely by AI. That's just a few years away. So this isn't some trend on the horizon, it's a massive shift that is happening right now.
All right, so how does this stuff actually work? I mean, it can really seem like magic, but it's actually a beautifully orchestrated series of technological steps. Let's take a quick peek under the hood.
This whole journey happens in like a fraction of a second. First, it listens, turning your voice into text. Then it understands what you actually want. Next, it decides the best way to help you. It responds in a natural-sounding voice, and then, and this is the most critical part, it acts. It connects to the business systems to get the job done.
But the real secret sauce here isn't any single one of those steps. It's the orchestration. It's about making all those different pieces work together perfectly, in real time, kind of like a conductor leading a symphony, making sure every instrument plays in perfect harmony.
And that orchestration is incredibly difficult to get right. You know that awkward pause in a phone call? A tiny delay, even a fraction of a second, can make a conversation feel unnatural and clunky. These systems have to handle interruptions and change topics just like a real person would. And this is exactly why you need a real enterprise-grade platform to make this work at scale.
Okay, enough of the tech talk. Let's get to the so what. Where is this technology actually creating real, measurable value for businesses today?
Okay, take e-commerce. Instead of getting that email about an abandoned cart that you just ignore, imagine an AI agent calling you, answering your question about shipping, and then completing the purchase for you right there on the spot. That's turning a lost sale directly into revenue.
In customer support, it is an absolute game changer. Common questions like, hey, where's my order? Get resolved instantly by the AI 24/7. And what that does is free up your human experts to deal with the really complex, tricky issues that need a human touch.
Or look at healthcare. You've got AI agents automating all the appointment scheduling and the reminders. This doesn't just free up the administrative staff, it drastically cuts down on costly patient no-shows, which improves both efficiency and patient care. And in B2B sales, as you know, speed is everything. An AI agent can instantly call and qualify a new lead the second it comes in, making sure your human sales team spends their valuable time talking only to the most promising, highest intent prospects.
So you see the pattern here, right? It's the same across every industry. The AI voice agent finds a critical bottleneck, whether that's an abandoned cart or a patient no-show, and it applies a smart, autonomous solution that drives immediate business impact. So where is all this headed? Well, it's really important to understand that this is about something much, much bigger than just doing old tasks a little bit faster.
The evolution here is pretty clear. We are moving from systems that just react to things to ones that are proactive. We're going from AI that just follows a simple script to AI that makes intelligent decisions based on a set of rules. Really, they're evolving from being simple tools to becoming, for all intents and purposes, independent, autonomous units of the business.
And that brings us to the biggest takeaway here. AI voice agents, they aren't just another app or some new feature. They are becoming a new, fundamental operational layer for the enterprise, every bit as essential as your CRM or your cloud infrastructure.
And that leaves us with one final critical thought. The future isn't just going to be automated, it's going to be autonomous. So the real question is no longer if this massive shift will happen, but whether your business will be ready when it does. Thanks for joining me.